Hello and welcome back to another one of our Penrose reviews. Today we're going to be looking at one of the Vango air beam awnings for the van. So we brought along our Volkswagen T4 van and we've got a pitch nicely set up at Carnon campsite, so thanks guys for letting us use this. Main reasons that everyone's getting into these air beam awnings is purely the ease of setup, and also the fact that they're so soft against the van. You're not going to scratch your brand new T5, T4, Bongo, the motorhomes that you're going to be using this against. So we're going to have a go at putting it up in a minute. It's the first time that it's going to be taken out of the bag and go from there. Okay, so the air beam awnings come in two different models, each with two different sizes to fit the different sizes of van you can get. So today we're going to be reviewing the Airway Kela in the standard size. The standard size is perfect for fitting against a VW T4 like we've got here, or the T5s, or a Bongo style of van. So that fits pretty much between 2.5 meters and 2.35 meters in the height of the van. And then the taller version, Kela Tall, would fit 2.35 meters upwards up to 2.90 really. And then you've got the Supera awning, which is a slightly longer, elongated model, so you get a little bit more space within the awning, and that also comes in a Supera Standard, fitting the same sizes, and the Supera Tall, which again fits the 2.35 meters, the more motorhome style of van. Okay, so all of these models come with exactly the same specifications. They've all got a 6,000 hydrostatic head, so in terms of waterproofing it's very, very high. They've all got fire retardant materials. It comes with 150 denier fly sheet, so nice and tough, nice and strong, and it also comes with its own patented, Vango's patented tension band system, so in windier conditions you can tighten it all up and it keeps it nice and strong from swaying in the wind. Okay, so we're going to get it out of the bag for the first time now and see how we go with it, yeah, we're going to look into the Airway Kela awning. So, take it out of the bag, watching a novice put this up. Okay, first and foremost in this little bag we've got the pump. Take that out and put that to one side. Should have a little pressure gauge on there as well, marking for up to 6 to 8, so you want to be in the 6 to 8 area pressure. We'll use that in a minute. And then get the rest of the awning out of its bag. Okay, so really tough, strong ground sheet there we're seeing, so obviously really good on pitches like this where you've got gravel down, not just always used on grass, so it's going to keep it nice and solid. Lots of windows, so nice lot of light. So what we need to do now is just find out where the section that attaches to the van is. So here's the section that attaches to the van. See there, we've got the K-door strip. That's for your guttering section, so you might use figure of 8s to attach that onto a gutter if you've got one. So there's your little socket there. So we've got a non-return valve, but just screw that back in there and then use the non-return valve in there. So that fits nice and snug in there. And then a few cracks later. You might want to peg this out on a windy day. Just to So that's the front section blown up there. Okay, so pumped up, we'll probably put a bit more in there in a minute. Alright, so I peg this out from the front now. Okay, so we found some rock pegs just to get in these, and just positioned it correctly on the camper so you can get in the side door, just to give it a bit of a starting point. And then you can look at getting the top over with some straps. Okay, so we pegged out the front and now we're going to concentrate on connecting it to the van. There's multiple options for this. You've got this K-door strip that I was talking about earlier, so that will run off, and if you've already got guttering or a C-clip on your van, you can thread that straight through. You can also use a figure of 8 onto this that will then clip onto you if you've got any guttering running along the top, or if you want to put some J-rail in there, that's perfect. You can drill some in, just make sure you're siliconing that in or Sikaflexing it in so that you're not getting drips through. There's also a section at the top here that you could use, especially in T4, T5s, there's guttering running through there that you could drill some J-rail into as well, and then you can connect that, drop the figure of 8 rail, which we're gonna put a little link so you can see what that looks like onto the video, and drop that into it, and that will then connect it and keep it nicely secure. You've also got roof bar straps. These just literally connect around the roof bar in 3 different sections along the actual strip there, and you can connect that to your roof bar. Obviously we haven't got any guttering here or any roof bars, so we're going to use the throw over the top method. So the idea of this is you connect in these little guy lines here, connecting that onto there, and then you've got 2 full sections that you can throw over the top of the van, or just walk around the van, pull that over, and securely. Is that coming tight to the van? Yeah. Peg in 2 different positions, so you've got a really good section there, so you can peg that out nicely, and also tension it as well quite a lot. There's plenty of room for tensioning on that. We're just going to tension this up a little bit now, so we're getting it tight, nice and tight on the other side. Move all the excess out of the way, and then we're just literally, nice soft ground to use there, tensioning that, and then we can again just tension that as much as we can so it's nice and tight along there. Then we can do the other one on the other side, and you've got a nicely connected awning to the van. Okay, so we've now got this basically pegged out. We've got the storm straps out the front, we've got the pegging around in the basic spots. We haven't done any of the guy lines, but I am impressed at the amount of guy lines you've got there on each beam, in the corners, so you can really peg it out. If it does get windy, this is hardly going to be moving in the wind. We've got the straps thrown over the back of the van there, and we've got it nicely. You can see there's hardly any gap on the side there. I would say the strapping is sort of a second best. If you can get J-rail or some sort of guttering into the van, then that's going to be a lot neater fit, and also you're not going to get any gaps. It's going to be better, it's going to be more airtight, they're going to get less rain in through there. So if you can get that done, then that is a better option. In reference to the situation of it, obviously we took this out of the bag, we threw it up straight away. It's never been against this van before. I would say this is a long wheelbase, so we could have afforded to move it a little bit more to the back of the van there, because when we are sliding the door, it is catching a little bit on the fabric, so that's worth remembering when you are putting it up. But once you've got this all figured out and it's suited to your van, you literally can just connect it straight away whilst it's not pumped up, and then just start pumping. This was the first time we've sort of put this up. Like I said, we tried to make it as sort of user first time as possible, to give you a good idea of how it goes up and how easy it is to go up, even just with that one person. Okay, so moving on to the inside of the tent now. The quality of the tent, firstly, is really high. I'm really quite impressed with the standard of it. The ground sheet is made out of a high density nylon, so it's that really sort of tough fabric, but still lightweight. The actual fly sheet is 150 denier with a 6,000 hydrostatic head, so in terms of waterproofing, that is up in the top echelons of where people pitch their waterproofing. You've also got this tension band system, like I was mentioning earlier. This is what that is. It's basically this triangular structure that works from the bottom of the tent there. Tension that up, and it just stops the tent from swaying so much. It makes it a lot more stable in the wind. The actual air beams themselves, you can see there, they've got 2 layers. So you've got this first layer which attaches it to the tent, and then on the inner side you've got this heavy duty Oxford nylon, which keeps the actual air beam itself in place, and if you do ever need to replace it, you can just literally unzip it all, replace the beam inside, which is like a urethane, and basically, yeah, you're good to go. So it's really easy to replace, really quite solid in the wind. Just feeling that there, you can barely even bend them. So really impressed with that. And then a little added section there. You've just got this cross beam that sits in the top there, which again is pumped up, and it just helps with the stability again, sort of running backwards and forwards there. Okay, so you've got the bedroom that will fit pretty much 2 people in it. As a little extra, you can clip that in or leave it out, whichever you prefer. On the other side there is a little window as well, so if you have got that, you can get a bit more light into the area. It is only that one side that you can put it. There are no other clips on this side, so you're utilising this section of the tent. And then obviously you've got the door this side with the bug guard and the full-on nylon door. And then you've got the extra section here. This is the main sort of point of the awning. You can just undo there and then get into your van really quickly, really simple. You've got a nice big area here if you need to put any sort of dirty shoes or do any of the, you know, the washing up in that area. You don't want to get this sort of sewn in part of the ground sheet dirty. You can do it all in this section here. You could put down your own ground sheet, plenty of space in there. Like we were saying a minute ago about this door, you might just want to move it over a fraction with a longer wheelbase. So overall, I'm really impressed with this driveway awning, the Kela. As you can see, there's plenty of room to utilise the space of your van. You've got this little sleeping compartment that will fit 2 people, which is perfect. The actual quality of the whole awning as well, I'm really impressed with. The air beams themselves are solid, really great for in the wind. You've got plenty of guy lines for them. And the attachment system as well makes it so simple. You've seen us put this up from start to finish, from new. It's never been attached to this van before. It's gone up, it looks great, and just generally I'm very impressed with it. Thanks again for watching one of our product reviews on the Kela awning. If you want to check out any of the specifications, then visit our website. There's some links below on penroseoutdoors.co.uk, and obviously loads of other products on there. If you want to look at our YouTube channel, then please subscribe. There's other reviews that you can have a look at, and also just a massive thanks to Carnon for letting us borrow this pitch to set up this awning on. Thanks for watching.